jamming music there, so that's pretty cool. Okay. Welcome back to the CISO Guide to Cyber Resilience podcast, where we talk about the latest threats and how to defend. I'm Debra Baker, and as always, I'm joined by the amazing Isabella Otero. And today we're talking about a phishing scam that's hitting Netflix users hard. We'll also be getting into another ransomware attack that happened at Stoli, but that'll be our second story. Isabella, this one's particularly concerning because of how well crafted it is.
That's right, Debra. And I don't know about you, but I am a big Netflix.
Yeah, I love my Netflix.
I also love my Netflix. I'm pretty sure I watch it every day, even if it's just playing in the background. So this scam is a perfect example of how cybercriminals exploit trusted brands to steal personal and financial information. Let's break it down for our listeners.
Here's how the scam works. Users receive a message, usually an email or text, claiming there's a problem with their Netflix account. The message includes a link that directs them to a fake website designed to look exactly like Netflix's regular login page. Once the user enters their credentials, they see another deceptive message stating that their account has been suspended. To reactivate it, they're asked to provide personal information, including their credit card details.
And that's where the real damage begins. The stolen credentials and sensitive data are sold on the dark web, often in bulk. These scams don't just stop with Netflix access. They can open the door to identity theft and financial fraud. And honestly, right now, it is the season. I don't know if you know this, Debra, but around the holiday seasons, you get a lot more of those emails from Amazon, Netflix, saying like, oh, your account is locked for, so-and-so reason. Like you need to unlock it using this link. It's very scary.
Yeah. And I guess like one of the biggest things, and I'll be talking about this, but just go back to that original website. Don't click on the link. So Netflix has responded swiftly to this growing threat. They've issued a clear warning to its users. Netflix will never ask for personal or payment information through texts or emails. Always go directly to Netflix's official website to manage your account, and double check the URL, making sure that it's actually, has the HTTPS and it's just netflix.com. And if you receive a suspicious email, forward it to phishing@netflix.com.
That is great advice. Not just for Netflix, but for any unexpected messages you receive. If something doesn't feel right, don't click on the link or share sensitive information.
So what can we learn from this scam? Well, first, education is key. Whether you're a consumer or a business, awareness of phishing tactics is the first line of defense. Second, companies like Netflix show how proactive communication with their users can help mitigate these risks.
And for organizations, this is just a reminder to implement robust phishing detection and response systems. It's not just about technology, it's about equipping people with the tools and training to recognize threats like this.
Okay, so the next part of the podcast is covering the Stoli Group's bankruptcy. And Isabella's going to start off with this one.
Oh, thanks, Debra. All right, so we're going to go ahead and dive into a story that combines cyber attacks, geopolitical tensions, and a famous brand, Stoli Group, the makers of the iconic Stoli vodka.
That's right, Isabella. Stoli Group's U.S. companies have filed for bankruptcy after a devastating ransomware attack in August 2024. The attack crippled their IT systems, including their ERP platform, forcing the company into manual operations. Full recovery isn't expected until early 2025.
Oof, that is a bit of a time.
Yes.
To make matters worse, Stoli had their last 2 distilleries in Russia confiscated just a month earlier. This was part of a long-standing legal and political battle tied to their founders' opposition to the Russian government and support of the Ukrainian refugees.
So let's break this down, Isabella. First, the ransomware attack highlights the operational chaos organizations face when critical systems go offline. How can businesses protect themselves against such scenarios?
I mean, proactive measures are key. Intrusion detection and prevention systems, regular data backups, using any endpoint detection and response, robust incident response plans can make all the difference. And training employees to recognize phishing threats, often the entry point of ransomware, is non negotiable. Like, training is key.
Yeah, that's right. And one of the biggest things about backups is make sure you have offline backups because any online backups, like any drives that your computer's connected to, those will automatically also be encrypted. And I saw someone from CISA talking about this, and he said every single ransomware where they're doing a recovery and there'd been a ransomware attack, he said every single time that the backups had also been encrypted. So that's a big thing that you want to make sure that you've got these backups, you've got offline backups.
Mhm.
So the geopolitical dimension adds another layer of complexity. Stoli's experience shows how external political forces can exacerbate an already challenging recovery. Businesses need comprehensive risk assessments that include geopolitical factors. This means planning for the unthinkable, seized assets, sanctions, or sudden market disruptions.
Absolutely, Deborah. And for any organization, resilience is about having a multi-faceted approach. For Stoli, their journey serves as a reminder of the importance of combining cybersecurity with strategic risk management.
Yep. Well, that's all for today's episode of CISO Guide to Cyber Resilience. We hope you'll use these tips to stay safe and help others in your organization do the same.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to follow us more for insights and strategies to build cyber resilience.
And as always, stay informed, stay protected, and stay cyber resilient.